Hello, everyone. It is Friday, December 27th, 2019. My name is Doris, and this is the Knit and Purl Podcast, episode 189. It's a faux show. Okay, I'm trying to organize myself here a little bit. Okay, so you can find the show notes for this podcast on knitandpurl-doris.blogspot.com. The Purl is Pearl. In social media, I am One Fine Cow on Ravelry and Twitter. I am One Fine Design, the number one, on Facebook and Etsy. And I am Doris M. Smith, all lowercase and smooshed together, on Instagram. This podcast has a Ravelry group, which is the Knit and Purl Podcast group. And alas, you don't have to remember all of those, because in the down bar below, there is a link to the show notes, a link to the Ravelry group and my Etsy store. If you click on the show notes, it will take you, in the very first thing you see besides the embedded video is my social media links, so you can go over there, click on those, and follow me in those. I'll follow you back if you have yarn in your feed. I do a Ravelry group birthday shout out every podcast, and these birthdays go from the 16th of December through the end of the month. We have Blue Yarn Always. Her birthday was on the winter solstice, 12/21. We have Puss Cat 52. Her birthday was on the 22nd of December. Heather M12. Her birthday was on Christmas Eve. We have Crochet Lily. Her birthday was also on Christmas Eve. And we have Sandy Hindy, 1965. Her birthday is tomorrow. So happy birthday, you all. I hope that you did have or will have a wonderful birthday, that you got good fibery gifts, that you got to spend time with friends and family. Most of all, at this holiday season, I hope that your birthday doesn't get swallowed up in the holidays. And the most important thing of all, I hope you enjoyed your version of a birthday cake. Happy birthday! And if it's your birthday and you don't share it on Ravelry, happy birthday to you as well. So, we'll just go. This is going to be a short and sweet one. Story of the week in stash enhancement. Guess what? I didn't buy any stash. No stash. Don't need it. So anyway, I finished a few things and I started a few things. We had a wonderful Christmas. Ted and I exchanged our gifts on Christmas Eve, except he got his gift the week before because it came in the mail. He shook it and he kept bugging me about it. And he goes, if I could find it in that room, can I have it? And I said, I brought the box. I said, if you can tell me what it is, you can have it. He said, it's a home pod. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I didn't get I got a set of the new AirPod Pros. They're amazing. I got mine like the eve before Christmas Eve, and then we opened the rest of our gifts on Christmas Eve. We spent Christmas Day at Ted's middle son's house with all the kids and grandkids. The weather was great so that the kids could play outside. That was wonderful. And it was actually, with so many kids and so many people, it was like a couple hours of opening gifts. Wow. We had great food and fun. So we had a very, very good Christmas. I hope that you all had a very good Christmas as well. So I'm just going to go right into the faux. The first faux is the rug sweater, which is a free pattern on Ravelry by Junko Okamoto. I never know how to say her name. The yarn I used was Knitpicks Wool of the Andes Bulky in Crush and Chocolate. So the needles I used, I started out with Chowgoo's US 9s, which is a 5.5 millimeter 40-inch circular. After the first set of increases, I changed to a US 10, and I think I used the Addies. And then when I got so many stitches, I ordered and switched to a Knitter's Pride Dreams in the US 10 47-inch circular to make all the room for all these stitches. What else did I do? Instead of using the short row that was in the pattern, I tried, I didn't like so I just ended up just doing wrap and turns for the short rows. I think that's it. I love the feel of this. This wool, it was like an inexpensive wool, but it feels so good, and it's okay. It's okay next to the skin. It's not too itchy. I love it. The only thing that I have a problem with, I want to get back and stand up so you can see it all. I actually wore this today as a jacket, as an over thing. And I just decided when I got home just to keep it on because it just feels so nice. The only problem I have with it is it's tight right there. You can see it's like squeezing my breast in. It's really tight. Oh, let me turn around. You can see it's short. It's longer in the back than it is in the front. And of course the neck rises up. I love it. I love it. I love it. The only thing I don't love is this, that it's tight right there. And then whenever, but I probably, because I love it so much, I think I'm going to knit it again. And when I knit it again, I think I'm going to omit this color work so that we can get rid of some of this tightness. I think, unless I've blocked it. I soaked it for 15 minutes and I took it downstairs and I didn't like aggressively pull and stretch. I pulled it a little bit in through here and just kind of rubbed over and just kind of like laid it to dry. So anyone have any ideas how I might be able to get rid of some of the tightness here? I'm open to suggestions. So please leave your comments down below or in the Ravelry group. But I love it. I love the feel of it. It just feels so nice and comfortable. I think because it was a bulky weight and it's a little heavy, it's just a nice, comfortable feeling. I like it a lot, except for this. So the next finished object I was working on last time, this hat. It is a nice and knit beanie. The yarn I use is a free pattern on Ravelry by Nice and Knit. The yarn is Plymouth Yarns Coffee Beans in the color 9202. The needles I use was my Addies US 8, which is 5 millimeter, 16-inch circular. Turned out good. Let me put it on and show you. It's a nice fit. to keep the ears warm. I don't know what, and there's the, I'll just take it off and show you. Here is the crown. It's got a nice square crown. Decreases. I like it. So I did another one. This one, I started this one Christmas Eve and finished it yesterday. And I decided I've got so many half skeins of yarn that I played with it a little bit. It's a nice and knit, but I did some color work. I started out, I was just going to make the rim in the orange and then switch to, but I was like, let me just do a little color work, a little playing. And I did, and I like it a lot. This is just orange, and this is also Plymouth Yarns Encore in the color 1383. Again, the same needles, Addies, 16-inch circular, US 8s. It's just made it a little fancy with color work, with the little teeny bit of color work that I did. I'm going to get up close, then I won't be able to see what you can see. But that is that. I think I'm in a hat phase. Finally, the last whip is the spin. It's so pretty. It's thick and thin. It's not perfect. It's fairly consistent, but there is some thick and thin spots. This is 100% turkey. Four ounces. I got 248 yards of a 2-ply. I'm going to take it apart, unskein it, and kind of give you an idea of the strands. The at the top of the screen is more of the actual color than the bottom. Bottom's kind of blown out, but that's kind of up top is kind of the actual color. So pretty, so nice, so squishy. Again, this is 248 yards of a 2-ply, and this will be going out in the mail to the winner of the Pink Along, Knit Along, Pink Along. Hopefully by Monday or early in the week, I'll be able to get this in the mail to you. Okay, there it is. There it is in all its loveliness. That's all of the finished objects. Works in progress. The first one is the flax, which is a free pattern on Ravelry by Tin Can Knits. The yarn I'm using is a Karen Cake in the color pistachio. Needles, I am using a US 7 4.5 millimeter for the ribbing and a 9 US 9 5.5 millimeter 14 circular for the body. I have modified the pattern by upping my needle size and by not adding the garter ridge to the sleeves. So it is now needleless. I finished the body. Here's where I was the last time you saw it. And I, Lordy, finish the body. I'm going to be in Sleeve Island. Hopefully I won't procrastinate and I'll get on that and get this finished. Don't know what else to say about that. This is a very good first time sweater pattern. The pattern gives you lots of easy to follow directions. And I don't know what happened. I think there was a knot in the yarn here so that the stripes didn't continue in this ball, but this is actually 2 full balls of the Karen cake for this part of the sweater. So probably one other ball will get the sleeves done. I'm planning on making my sleeves full sleeves this time, just because maybe it'll chase off the cold weather. If I have full sleeves, you know what I mean. I started a few other things. Put this back in this bag I got. Let me just show the bag. It's got faith words, and I got it from this Etsy shop. Let me turn it over so you can see her Etsy shop. Very reasonably priced. This is a nice big sweater bag. Love it. And it's just red on the inside. So I started a beanie, a little crocheted beanie from Baguette Crochet, one of her little simple single crochet beanies. It's taking a lot longer. This part went a lot faster than it's going right now. But there it is. I figured maybe it'll match my Tecumseh if I finish it. I've slowed down and not really. It's not enjoyable right now. So I don't know if I'll finish it. Stay tuned. So I started that. I also started using some of my recently purchased stash yarn. I started a throw out of the throw blanket, and I'm using the Granny's favorite dishcloth recipe. The yarn is the Barnett baby blanket in the color Little Roses. There, and I'm using a US 10.75 in my Dreams. There's Pride Dreams. I haven't got very far. Since the last podcast on the weekend, I was determined to finish this other sleeve. And I did that. Well, actually, no, I didn't. Because the last time you saw it, I think I had one sleeve done. I think. I don't remember. But anyway, I was determined to finish that, and I finished it I worked a few hours last Saturday, and I came home and I finished the sleeve. I wove in the ends on Saturday. I finished it completely. Wove in the ends, soaked it, took it down and blocked it because I had to move it Sunday when I was doing laundry. Anyway, why did I get back into that? I don't know. But anyway, I started this. Fun. it'll be fun. And ooh, Lord, this yarn is squishy and soft. And I thought it would be a great throw blanket. So I'm working on that. And I believe that's everything. I did not start any more spinning, and I didn't get a Pinterest, and this is going to be a short one today. So thank you so much for coming and spending some of your precious time with me. I really appreciate it because I know there's a lot of people out there. So there is a link in the down bar and in the drop box below for my Etsy store. Please go have a look around, like a few things, and if you find something you can't do without, I will happily sell it to you and ship it to you lightning fast. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in 2 weeks or next year or in 2020 for the next version of the Knit and Purl podcast. We'll be in the 190s. Bye, you guys.